I have no idea what we're gonna play today. I'm really tempted on Star Rail and Core Keeper and stuff. Unless a lot of people want like Path or something. Anyways. I should put that away. Anyways. Alright. Let's do some reacts. Alright. I've been planning on watching this one anyways. Hi B-Rift! Welcome to the stream! I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm putting my hoodie on. Frick you guys. None of you ever redeem it. I think I saw a little bit of this in a short or something. Let's go.
6 out of 10. So 6.
Which PC Gamer is part of that conglomerate of people of those sites that they all spew the exact same thing out. Like, I don't even look at review sites anymore because they're all ran by the same company that wants you to think exactly how they do.
Out of 100.
Is that good?
Gamer, I don't know if you've seen this yet. PC Gamer gave it a 6.
Is that a good volume? Because your statement yesterday didn't make sense. You said it's louder to us than it is to me. Oh, okay.
6 out of 10. So 60 out of 100.
That better?
PC Gamer. I don't know if you've seen this yet. PC Gamer.
Is that good? Alrighty. This Pirate Software would love the man. I'm gonna hit one of his little... He looks at the Space Marine PC Gamer review.
Boka, did you hear? Someone is really happy today? Cooler totally gonna ruin it. Sends them spam mail about Adventure Quest speedruns.
You're lucky I love you, Color.
Gamer gave it a 6 out of 10. So 60 out of 100. And this is a feature-complete game. The only bugs that I've had are very small. One of them was when you have a perk that increases your maximum amount of ammo. And
Evil.
you switch to another weapon and you get ammo from like an ammo crate. It doesn't give the full set of ammo to your main weapon because it's not active out. That's like the only bug I've run into, really. Minor animation bugs. Randomly, a player on your screen will look like he's not running. That's about it.
That's just those are inconsequential.
They're
bugs,
so
right?
small.
They're like, that's like the smallest bugs I've ever heard of in a feature-complete released game. Like, that's kind of crazy to think about. Like, back then, we'd be up in arms about just those. But now it's like, that's the smallest bugs I've ever seen. I would not be bothered by these bugs.
And, like, the bugs are basically
You can
non-existent.
teach,
so
yes,
really
just try to keep it
clean
about
system. They've got a really compelling
reacts.
game. The progression is mountainous. Like, I've got 30 hours in the game now, and I don't even have one of the characters to maximum level. He just hit 19, and the max level's 25. And have you seen the roadmap?
No, I have not seen the roadmap.
The roadmap is nuts. Has anybody
The
got
roadmap's really crazy. I like the roadmap.
the roadmap so I can show this to Prime? The roadmap's crazy. Throw it up in chat. Yeah, throw it up in chat because it's really good. It's really good.
I will also say there's one other thing that
If anyone wants to see the roadmap, it is I actually searched it up to look at it. This is actually a pretty good roadmap. It's actually pretty good. Like, I think it's a really great roadmap. Like, Thor doesn't even touch on some of it. From the short I saw. He doesn't talk about this. Like, whole new faction? Like, crazy, man.
geometry, if you're using a sniper rifle, the geometry can sometimes suck. There's a little bit, it kind of seems like often I'll shoot and I'll actually even get like a floating marker that's like right above a stairs or right above railing. So some of that stuff where the geometry kind of gets in the way of shooting can be kind of annoying. But that's more of
like every
such
game.
a minimal thing that, okay, now that I know it, I work around it. It'd be nice
Yeah.
if it was fixed. But I don't really consider that a showstopper of
Yeah.
any kind.
So I sent you the link.
Most
to the
games
roadmap.
have that at
roadmap
this
is
point.
Bonkers to me. So the first September 1st was season 1. Right now they're getting ultra wide support, private PvE lobbies, and battle barge sparring arena. So they're adding more stuff. Ultramarine.
They're adding multiple modes in their first drop. I I think that's pretty cool. Most places only drop,
expect. So
at
that's all this
most, add
season.
one new thing.
Next season, before the end of 2024, so you're talking like in the next 3 months, you get multiple new PvE missions, which is what we already want. A higher difficulty, so difficulty 5. We're on
Okay.
difficulty 3 right now, and it's like punching yourself in the dick. It is so hard.
Yeah.
It is.
I tried it for a moment and got wrecked.
We're doing it now. We're able to do it, but we have to be like really good. We have to be communicating. We have to be planning ahead for like the different things that we know are going to be in the mission. Like it's difficult, and that's on tier 3. We haven't even done tier 4 yet. And then,
Which is bonkers to think about. Because this is the game everyone told me, you're going to get power fantasy. Which it looks like they do. But they also do difficulty very well. That's I am proud of whoever this company is. Because that is a work of art. If you're able to give your players power fantasy while also making a decent difficulty slider, and it's not just, oh, they're bullet sponges, which never mentions bullet sponge, so apparently not. That's pretty well done. That already
a new
has
Volkite
my
pistol,
approval.
So new weapon, and then season 3, which start of 2025, first quarter of that, is another new PvE mission, new PvP game mode, new PvP arenas, a new enemy, which likely means a new faction is what people are thinking, but we got to get more clarity on that. PvE prestige ranks, meaning that you can prestige your character, go back to level 1 and start over, or go above maximum level and keep going to like show off. And then a battle barge expansion, which I don't know what that means yet, right?
Probably a new area to go. Some other interactable area in which probably translates into maybe the new PvP game mode.
Yeah. And then season
Right.
4, you've also, season 2 also has plus a new enemy too. Season 4 is horde mode, a new enemy and a new weapon. So you've got like just a shitload of content. Just a shitload. I think
He's right.
I think they've got a huge amount of content currently, and they're adding a huge amount of content going forward. So there's just nothing wrong here.
I don't see
And
anything
I'm
wrong.
finding that the news media, the general like gaming news media, is just shitting on the game.
Which is funny that I don't think Pirate Software has fully figured this out yet. But a lot of people that like paid attention to these for a while actually have started to piece together. A lot of these sites are literally just the same person or the same, like they have been told this is what you write. Or they've pasted it, like one person wrote it and then everyone else has to post that. Kind of thing. Like they'll get sent this letter, like what they wrote, and then they have to make it in their own words, basically. Pretty sure by a new enemy they mean a new unit, not faction, but it's still good. You're probably right. Thinking from like that, it makes sense. No, not a poker. But it is a very good direction to go. You're alright. Be it a faction or a character, just one enemy in particular. That's still pretty, like, you're doing all this other stuff while doing that. That's pretty good.
Boka 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 boka. You're cute.
No. But all these news sites are all told tell the
Which
same
makes
thing.
no sense to me, and it's something I've seen for a while. I just don't like games journalism.
It's not.
As a game developer.
It's not journalism anymore. What I keep trying to tell people.
As a game player, I think games journalism is in the trashiest state I've ever seen it. I think it's worthless. 99% of the time. Like, if you look at the way that this went down, Space Marine 2 got a 60 out of...
To give you an idea, I don't even listen to the news that much anymore. I get my news mostly from, like, YouTubers. Because here's the thing about YouTubers. They have to properly tell you when they're being paid to do something. They cannot be... they are not biased most of the time when it comes, like, to news channels on YouTube. the biggest self-report is still coming. I mean, I'm curious about this, but like, YouTubers that do the news are better than the news reporters on national news.
100 from PC Gamer. Gollum got 63 out of 100. You're telling me Gollum, nearly universally reviled game, is better than Space Marine 2? That's insane.
That's not even half true.
I have no respect for that.
So I know there is a perverse incentive in PC game, game journalism to begin with. I've heard this.
It's a whole like. I'm trying to think of what it would be considered. Which, that is funny that they even tried that. They should have been looking at their past ratings and been like, well, we can't rate it this low. Like, that's like the biggest... We don't even pay attention to our own ratings. Like, say you don't pay attention to your own ratings without saying it. Like, which is hilarious.
Talked about where to be able to get early access, to be able to get these positive things, a lot of these reviewers have to.
And that's the other thing. I love YouTubers getting access to your games because YouTubers can't lie. Don't give it to a YouTuber that's just gonna lie because you're not gonna get favorable responses. Give it to the YouTuber that will bash or at least like criticize when it needs to be criticized. Like, I know a lot of people do not like Asmongold, but the man speaks very honestly when it comes to games. That is why I appreciate watching him. I'm not gonna get corporate bullshit. I'm gonna get game good, game good. Game bad, game bad. Because he knows, and a lot of other YouTubers know, if you lie to your community, you lose your community. So, like, they give you an honest opinion of what they think of the game. So if I see you only giving your game to certain people, I already don't like the game. You don't get the game to, like... I hate to keep using Asmongold as a reference, but he's, like, easy to... Like, a lot of people dislike him. If he doesn't get the game, I already know you probably don't have a good game. Because you know that Asmongold's gonna find the bugs. He's gonna find the bugs. Because I don't know how, but he finds them. Or he finds that, like, he tries to do something a normal gamer would do. And when he can't do it, everyone's like, oh, shit game. And he starts saying shit game. Like, just be honest with your community and your, like, players. Stop hating the player. Like, there's a little statement called, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's like a lot of game companies forgot that statement.
Have to position things in certain ways to even be able to get this, or they'll get kicked out, they'll lose their ability. So I already know that there's a lot of some games, you know, some studios, some games won't let people in unless they do positive things. So that could contribute to a game in which is universally hated getting a better review, because, or else if they don't play,
I don't know how he finds the bugs, same way as I do, to be honest. I mean, that's the point, though. He's gonna do it on stream. And he's gonna make fun of it. And a lot of companies are like, no! Oh, no!
This one, they're not gonna get the next opportunity. And I think that that is probably part of the reason why we're seeing kind of the disparity in reviews.
You know,
you could see such a highly reviewed game or a higher rated game that is universally hated, because, or else people are just losing their access to other games.
I think the thing that's really interesting about this is it's leading to a scenario where the general public doesn't trust games journalism at all.
I don't.
So there's no there's no benefit that's coming from it. And I'm surprised that game developers keep giving advanced copies to these companies because it's not bringing them value. It's these companies just shitting on the game, like completely. And it's not even swaying players. Even if the game gets reviewed super highly, people just go, well, IGN just gives everything 9 out of 10 anyway. Who gives a shit? I'm going to go look at the reviews on Steam. So, like, there's no real value happening here. And I think it's because...
Yeah, that's the other thing. On Steam, I want you to know, gaming companies, even if you get Steam to make it where it's like corporate, like all the good reviews are at top, they still give you the option to see the negative reviews. Seems very customer focused because it knows that's what makes it money. So it still gives the customer complete control. Boka is cute. Go, go! Frick you! Shut up! But yeah, like, what the heck? I'm gonna check Steam. And I put Steam reviews sometimes. If I really feel highly about a game, I'll review it.
Led themselves into this weird corner where they have
my reviews aren't that great,
not enough time to review a game genuinely. They have not enough skill to review the game genuinely. And because of that, they don't have a good take on the game. And that's what it feels like to me. Like, more often than not, because the things that they were saying in the review don't make a lot of sense to me as someone who has now played the game for 30 hours.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna watch someone on Twitch play it. One of my favorite VTubers, or like one of my friends, mostly my friends. Like, when Sunny comes back, she's like 90% of what I watch. There's a reason she's one of the 2 people still subbed. And like, barring that, I also checked Steam. I don't check Epic. Epic don't have reviews. Epic sucks. I check Steam.
Like, at all. There's pieces in there that were like, no, this gets solved if you keep playing the game. Like, the problem you're having goes away, you know? And one of their biggest gripes is that the game is repetitive. Game's not repetitive. Yeah. When you go up in the different difficulties, random events happen throughout every mission. They may be the same maps, but that's kind of irrelevant because the gameplay is completely different every time. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Like, that's...
Gentlemen and female
That is literally the thing. I think it's funny that Nux came in after Art Software. I don't think that would do good. Lock-on for 2 reasons. One, a bad game would break almost immediately, so the game would end almost immediately. And a good game would break so far into the game that the video would be super long. That's kind of how you tell a bad game from a good game nowadays.